Okay, sorry. I'll look at them again in a second.
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cryptographers Guild. My name is Josh.
I'm Daria. I'm Leah.
I'm Brad.
And we're playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
She's back. We didn't eat her.
See, she does exist.
I do exist. Snowpocalypse is finally apparently over.
Yeah.
And I can get off the hill. It's so great.
We totally didn't vat grow a clone of her.
There's already a clone. We don't need another one.
That's true.
Look at these adorable coasters that they got for a Christmas present. This is Donkey Kong. And we've got Duck Hunt. And the Zelda one isn't gold properly, but look, I can forgive that.
Also, thank you, Gombar, for the for continuing to subscribe for it.
Yes, we appreciate it. You're our only one, but we love you for it.
So
we just love you more for it because you're our only one.
We would have loved you anyway.
He also said, just made the guy that messed up the Grey Warden's Vanquil. Tranquil. That's
Tranquil.
I'm pretty sure that's what he meant.
Oh, snap. Really? I've never had the balls to make someone tranquil. In Inquisition. I've thought about it, but
That's harsh.
yeah. Well, and I'm usually playing a mage, so it's like,
That's the thing where they're not quite zombies, but they don't have emotions or like their own wants anymore.
right.
Right?
That's the thing
and
that
Gombar's playing a mage.
yeah.
They
Damn,
like to
son.
do that. They like to do that to mages, right?
Yeah, they do it to mages, and so there's there's a whole thing. Well, because there's a whole. All right, I don't know if you've done this before with Dorian, so I'm gonna be quiet about what happens next.
Yeah, he
But
agrees
anyway.
it's fucked up.
Okay, well, as long as you agree. No, so the thing about tranquility, and it's a little confusing. So what it does is it severs your connection to the Fade. The Fade is where all dreams come from, and it's also how mages...
I was about to say it's how magic works,
Yeah, it's
right?
how
You have
magic
to be
works.
able to connect to
Yes,
it.
you have to be able to connect to the Fade.
So it's a punishment, right?
Yes. Well, and it's supposed to be used... Well, see, that's the thing. It's not supposed to be a punishment.
Yep.
It's ideally supposed to be for mages who are dangerous.
I see.
To the point of, you
Can't
know...
control it, might hurt someone.
Yeah, you'll kill everyone if you keep doing what you're doing. But...
It's what should have happened to Anders.
Yeah.
It really is.
No, I can see that. I remember well enough to remember how all that went down.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if you remember in,
I'm sure I don't remember as well as you do.
I don't know, did we play through Awakening, or did I summarize Awakening?
No, I think it's...
Play what?
Awakening?
Awakening
One of the
is
DLCs.
the only story relevant... Oh, sorry.
I don't think so.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think you did either.
Alright, we'll get back to that in a second then.
Also, someone else we haven't seen yet.
Oh, thank you.
Who's that guy? It could be somebody from Arendelle who came.
Yeah, that looks helpful.
Thank you.
Don't think so. That doesn't
Thank
look
you,
like
Sora.
help to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Darkness. Let's move.
Hi, Silver.
Hey, Silver.
Sorry, you've got like homing missiles. Just
Right,
get him.
we have...
He's
we
not
can
even
move at
going
the
that
speed of
fast.
sound at this point.
Yeah.
Might as well just run up and help.
Anyway, we think that you summarized that DLC for
Okay.
us.
Yeah.
Alright, so in Awakening, Anders becomes a Grey Warden because you pull him from the Templars. Because Grey Wardens have the right of conscription.
That's right. I remember that. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Hold still, Hans, you prick. Join our party!
It's Marshmallow!
These are good. What is this?
Sweet Tarts rope.
Nice.
Him again?
I bought 4 of them.
I like those.
Oh, and Gombar says this was the first time doing the first time he's done the Tranquil punishment.
Okay.
This feels like the superior Twizzler to me. These Sweet Tarts ropes.
They remind me of the old filled Twizzlers before they changed them.
Wait up. Are you looking for Elsa too?
Suddenly we're friends because you're looking for Elsa.
Whoa! Easy.
want to save her from the bad guy? We're on the same side.
Join my party. It talks?
I guess all he ever wanted to do was keep.
He seems to know Elsa's name. That's all he said so far.
He didn't talk in the movie that I recall.
We should team up, big guy. Come on. We want to help her too. Why not? So, what do you say?
Reminds me of Bluto.
One great thing about Sora, he can always make friends with anybody.
Donald, Goofy.
Why you're
come
still
on.
here, Donald.
Holy cow. These look like crack beans.
I found those in the grocery store today.
Okay.
What?
So a couple of things. Gombar says Dorian seems chill with it,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of surprising.
That's surprising.
Silver says in the movie, Marshmallow said, "Don't come back."
Oh, that's right. You're right, Silver.
And Mesardine said Sora must have spent a ton of character points on the make friends skill.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That's
Sour crack
the trick is that's all he spent
They-
points on, and then
So,
the GM took.
I've never
took
seen
pity.
sour ones before. Those were the only ones they had at the grocery store.
Well, we're going to have to
And
try
so,
these.
and so this was, an impulse purchase because I wasn't there for crack beans. Because I look for the crack jelly beans at like Bartell's.
Right.
Here,
'cause that's
Leah,
a-
let me.
Yeah, you do it. They're going to go whoosh.
We all know how this ends.
Yeah. I did that on an airplane once. Silver probably remembers. We were kids. We were going back east to visit family, and it was probably one of our first times flying without an adult. And we had this bag of Skittles, and we just could not get it open. And then I don't remember who did it. Maybe Silver remembers, but somebody got it open, and it just exploded all over us and the people in front of us. And of course, we're laughing and also frantically apologizing, like we're so sorry, we're so sorry. Oh my gosh.
Gombar says we're already an item that might help. I think I have him like maxed.
Oh, Dorian.
Dorian. Yeah.
I think that does help because I know from something I stumbled across that Dorian is like I can't if you're not an item, 'cause I
Hell
think
yes.
even if he likes you, he basically pulls you aside and goes, "I cannot believe you did that."
Hell yes.
Okay.
Oh, and Mesardine wants to know what weapon Sora is using right now.
These are. These are the Monster Inc. This is the Monsters Inc. Thing. They transform into claws and then yo-yos.
They look kind of monstery. Silver, you would really like these. They're legitimately sour.
Together. Go get him. Go get him. There.
We're driving Marshmallow now.
Yep. Remember that one move that he had?
That we hated.
Now we get it at
Because
least.
it was the only attack that he had. So, yeah. How's that?
Here we go.
I think
What are they
everything's
called?
good. We're doing the same.
They're just
Big chewy
Nerds.
nerd sour jelly beans. It's just in a green bag. It looks like, it's normal. Apparently Dre just found them in the grocery store. I don't know. Normally the crack jelly beans, so they're called crack jelly beans for those of you who have not been following us forever. The crack jelly beans have like this hard bumpy shell.
They have like the Nerds candy exterior.
Yeah. And they usually come out around Easter, and we can't always find them, but we love them, and we typically stockpile them to have enough for a few months, because they're delicious, and sour is new,
Yeah.
so...
yeah, there are crack.
Well, if they're really good, I'll try to get a couple more bags and then hide them so we don't all eat them right away. And I'll also, Leah, whilst you were at the store, see if you can find the regular ones. Mm-hmm. And I will also look at Bartell's and see if
I'll keep my eyes open.
the regular
Yum.
ones are to be found.
I'm happy. Alright, so Anders gets conscripted into the Grey Wardens.
Yeah, so Anders has run away from the mages so many times that even though he's passed his harrowing, which is the big test in the beginning that they make you go through to prove that not only you're a mage, but you have strength of will. Even though he's passed his harrowing, they're ready to make him tranquil because he's such a troublemaker. Mm-hmm. And that's part of why he's so willing to join you. He's like, look, I really don't want to go back. I'll do anything not to go back, and there's a really good chance that I've been enough of a problem at this point that they're going to do something about me. So, yeah, I'll join you. I'll help you. What the hell?
Well, it's either that or a brain fuck, so, you know.
Yeah. So, but the thing that I was going to say about tranquility is that what it's a little confusing because being severed from the Fade shuts off your emotions.
Mm-hmm. This sounds like plot.
Yeah, got quiet.
Speaking of cutting you off.
Stop it! Put me down! That's Kristoff. Do me a favor and wait here. If you come along, Kristoff might freak out.
No, Sven, we're not going back. She's with her true love.
Kristoff!
Man, we don't... we skip, like, all this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Probably for the best.
I'm glad you guys are safe.
Hey, Karen.
Where'd Anna go?
Oh! Yeah, right?
She's back at
Hanging.
home.
Huh? Something happened?
Yeah, the whole movie happened.
Anna was struck in the heart by Elsa's ice magic. If the ice isn't removed,
The great
she'll
scene with the
freeze
trolls
forever.
is
Only
gone.
an act of true love can thaw a frozen heart. So I took her back to Arendelle and her true love, Hans.
But what about you?
I saw you together once. You must clearly be in love.
I sort of assumed you guys were...
No! I just keep her from getting lost.
Really? Oh, but you seem so...
Perfect together.
Daisy puts up with your bullshit because she doesn't have a choice.
Oh yeah. These candies are serious.
Anna.
I was not like. It has been a while since I have had a candy to sell.
Oh, hi.
What?
Widget approves.
Okay. Incidentally, Mizardine says, why would Kingdom Hearts tell a coherent story from another movie when it barely does so on its own?
Haha. Excellent question.
Elsa and Anna might both need...
They do!
Let's go!
Forward! Come, Marshmallow!
Apparently the little nugget likes sour jelly beans, too.
Storm's getting worse.
There must be some place.
So Gumber said it's kind of like being separated from your soul. Did you want to continue with that?
And the wind's just making
Yes. That's a good way of putting it. The thing that makes it confusing, though, is that the Tranquil... When you talk to Tranquil throughout the games, they do still have a survival instinct. Some of them
Sure.
still have some level of ambition.
Uh-huh.
And so things like that are a little confusing. So it's
I
like...
seem to recall that. Like, I never really got a handle on what exactly Tranquil was, except kind of vague.
Yeah. And, yeah, I don't know. It's, I guess that's the thing. There are instances throughout the games where the Tranquil care about things, and you're like, but you shouldn't, because caring is...
That's an emotion. You shouldn't have
that's
that
an emotional
anymore.
reaction. You kind of shouldn't care. But
I mean, it's generally portrayed as like it's effectively a lobotomy.
Yeah, that's I think that's a good way of thinking about it.
the difference is that Tranquil are still completely intellectual, and they're some of the best enchanters in the world because they can focus.
It's such a meticulous
Yeah.
process.
Okay, guys. The storm's
So why did we bring this up in the first place? I can't. There was some.
Oh, it was
Because
Because Gumbar did the...
Oh, he tranquilized somebody.
Yep.
Tranquiled somebody. They deserved it, I'm sure.
Oh, I mean, they totally do. It's Aaron, whatever. I know exactly who the character is. He totally deserves it. He deserves anything you do to him.
Anna!
The only problem with all of his punishments is that none of them are good enough. Because, like... Yes.
I was just gonna say that this is actually, if you haven't seen the movie Frozen, you're not completely spoiled for it if you see this first.
Because you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, you really have no the hell idea.
Except you're spoiled for Hans being a bad guy.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, you might not even assume it's the same character. You barely see him.
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, it doesn't... I feel like Rapunzel's world actually told more of the movie Tangled than Frozen is telling of
Yes,
Frozen.
I would agree. Yes.
Well, they're too busy stuffing all the songs into Frozen 1. Also, we almost interacted with the plot in any way, so we have to get sucked out to the world of darkness. Just throw us straight into the shadow realm.
Garbert says he was a heartless judge. That was so close to Aramond.
Aramond. Yes, that's his name.
Wow. Those are really sour. Mm-hmm. I like them.
But yeah, Aramond. Such a douche.
Where the hell are we?
My only problem
Shadow Realm, I told you.
My only problem with making Aramond tranquil is that then he doesn't remember that he deserved it.
Oh, hello there, Wolfie.
Do you really think this will help Anna?
I don't know,
I sure hope so.
but we better try something.
Where did you come from? Did he get sucked in too?
Apparently.
I came in.
That's one of the cooler looking Heartlesses,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Like, we haven't had a ton of these, like, gigantic heartless fights.
Yeah, I don't know if this fight has anything to do with Anna, really, but you know what? Sure.
It's
Heartless, it's here, it shouldn't be here. We should probably stop that.
Yeah. I mean, because darkness. Yes, darkness.
Gummer says, I've tried all the other punishments and they never get him to react or care at all, so I thought, fuck it.
Yeah. No, that was everything he says something stupid and deluded no matter what you do to him.
Oh, I hate those people that are so deluded that they're sure they're right even when they're not. I don't remember who this is. We played, so, not on the stream, but before we started streaming, we played through all of these together. So, I mean, I'm not the, Dragon Age scholar that Drea is, but I have at least seen all of this stuff. But I don't remember who that is. I'm going to take your word for it that he's a weapons-grade douche canoe.
He's the Tevinter mage that bound all the Grey Wardens to Corypheus.
Oh, crap!
He's the one that tricked them into agreeing to the blood ritual and made them all mindless.
Oh, yeah, weapons-grade douche canoe.
Yeah.
Garber says, I've always been unsure on that. On that, don't they keep their memories, just no associated feelings with them? And didn't Anders' tranquil friend remember him?
Yes, Anders' tranquil friend did remember him, but that's also complex because it's like the memories that are strongly associated with emotions. Because when you're talking to the one tranquil girl and you're like, well, why did you want to do this? And she says, I don't remember much about that time. I had a hard time coping with things. So I think the more tied to emotion something is, the less likely you are to remember it.
How interesting. It's almost like a trauma thing.
It's wolf sperm.
I was just thinking that was a cool effect. You had to go and say that.
Good job ruining it, Annie.
Look at them.
Oh, right.
They're like little wolfy-headed sperm.
You got this.
Good job, Marshmallow.
Also, we're here. Doing spins.
What are you doing, Sora?
Breaking
Yeah. We're freezing the giant ball of darkness. And
darkness
filling it
sack
with light.
that's full of wolves.
We attacked the darkness.
We did a good job.
But he didn't use magic missile.
I'm going to hell.
Probably. The white
And
one
we
is
could have used Magic Missile. Use Magic Missile!
Good enough?
Yes.
Yes. I never did get that achievement.
What?
In Borderlands 2, in Tiny Tina's raid on.
Oh, that's
Dragon
right. There's an
Keep.
Attacking the Darkness achievement.
Yeah, if you use the magic missile grenade. You have to use the magic missile grenade to attack the darkness.
Fantastic.
There's your magic missile.
What was that game called? Bunkers and Badasses?
Yeah.
It's their version of D&D.
Yeah, someone wants to know, how did we know that we could break that?
See, I would have thought to put light in it, you just put the Keyblade in it and shoot light into it. Like that spinny thing. Not particularly
Unlock it?
intuitive, but you know what? It's Sora. He doesn't have to know he can do anything. He can just have faith that he can do something about it, and then he figures it out. It's the hero's intuition.
Good for him.
That's Kingdom Hearts, man.
Yeah, like, we can't friendship the giant ball of darkness, so of
So
course
we have to
light
intuit it.
We have to light it. Friendship things, or you light things. That's all we've got.
Mezzardine thinks this is his favorite monster boss design so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the better, like, Disney World bosses.
Minus
Probably the best.
sperm form.
Drea, you're the only one that saw that. Let it go.
Well, now I can't unsee it, so...
I mean, the wolf is very cool. I'm not gonna lie. The wolf is very cool.
The wolf is very cool.
Well,
Yeah, that's one of the shames about Arendelle is it's so the story is so awful, which I think we've been over enough at this point. But it's mechanically one of the better worlds. Like, this is a good boss. The areas are laid out. There's a lot of verticality that isn't in other levels.
Silver goes, yeah, Drea, let it go.
Oops, we blew up the world.
Oh no, Marshmallow.
Bye!
he tried. Goodbye, Marshmallow.
Well, he can't be gone, because if we come back to this world, we have to have a party member, right?
Yeah.
Come,
Yeah, he's fine.
come back.
She said if. We don't have to.
Theoretically, you can come back to any of these worlds.
Yeah.
Cool. Gummer said he decided his next playthrough is going to be with a Canary. That was my playthrough that I never did.
I have one grouse about that. I will explain in a moment.
So yeah, darkness enveloped us. We went off and had a boss fight. And then darkness exploded, and we're back, and
Nothing's changed.
nothing's changed. We're still not going to be... I mean, there's been a little bit of emotional movement, I guess. But yeah, no, we're still going to have no involvement in the plot or do anything.
I still think what would have been awesome was that if you could play as Riku and have Riku have a bonding moment with Elsa about dealing with darkness and still being a good person.
There are lots of really good ways to make this world have better plot.
Where it's like, yeah, yay, that was awesome. Something has to stop us again. Yep. It's like, we want to celebrate with you, but we can't. Stay out of it.
Don't mess with him.
You're not part of that canon. Goodbye.
Now we're gonna have another douche.
Hi, Larxene.
Just like Shade Stone.
So love has filled both their hearts with light.
Larxene!
Actually,
Your
you can
name is
apparently
terrible.
One
just
world.
stop time for the entire rest of the world, apparently.
First Marluxia, now you! What is this?
And I don't remember either one of you. Because you're from Chain of
I
Memories.
see. So you bumped into Marluxia. Then why am I explaining this again? I told you before. The new 7 hearts. If you mess up and don't find your 7 guardians of light, we're gonna need another group to fall back on.
Leave innocent people out of it!
Oh, Look at this tough guy, such a big boy now. Well, maybe you should do your job and find the other Guardians of Light.
Please, like you found your 13. The king said you're one Seeker of Darkness short.
Oh no, we're set.
Props to your voice actress, Larxene. I mean, you're being sufficiently frustrating.
They have all 13? Then, if we don't find
Retarded
our 7,
hairstyle.
they'll go after Elsa and Anna.
Two from one world.
Although I wonder what Anna's supposed to do. I guess the 7 princesses didn't do much except have hearts of light.
Yeah.
Pretty.
They basically existed to be rescued.
I still hate that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were victims. That was their
We
role.
need 7 new ones. The old ones don't have any power anymore. No. No.
Anna. Oh, Elsa. You sacrificed yourself for me. I love you.
An act of true love will thaw a frozen heart.
Love will thaw. Love. Elsa? Of course. Love.
I did think this ending was a little, I don't know. Like if I had one grouse about the movie, it was this scene.
Mezzardine says, honestly, Sora, in what way is the bad guys are several steps ahead of us actually surprising at this point? Which is true.
You don't think love is the opposite of fear, Drea?
Oh, no, that's not that was the answer.
Oh.
Just the way the scene went.
Ah.
It was all a little too easy. And
Fair.
like her revelation was like, oh, I could just have an emotion and solve everything.
Yeah, that was it was an execution
But
issue.
it's very Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's also very Disney.
It's very Disney.
But no, it was just an execution issue where I was like, guys.
And yet, when you
Guys.
come back, it's still a winter wasteland.
Well, we can only ever be on the mountain.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Like we saw everywhere we could go.
Oh, yeah, you didn't go to the town here, did you?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, hey, remember where else we were supposed to go and get a picture?
Were we supposed to get a picture of the castle?
Yeah.
That ice palace.
Yeah, that ice palace. We're gonna get kicked off the world now.
Well, we can go right back and get it real quick.
We
if you
could,
want.
but it's really funny that they show us that right at the beginning. Take a picture of the ice palace, and then never give us a chance to.
Sorry we're late.
It's okay. You got here as fast as you could.
We got involved in another movie.
The organization
Mickey's
claims
like,
to
yeah, that
have their
happens.
13 darknesses.
Do we believe it's true?
Combar. Oh, emotions. I can have those.
I don't know.
Because you're not a
There's something
tranquil.
else they keep mentioning. They're after a new 7 hearts, which seems to be code for let's go bother more princesses.
Well, since the original Princesses of Heart's time for protecting the
Yeah,
pure
why?
light has ended, they have passed the light.
They only
to
get like
others.
5 years.
Our enemy
That's
must
it.
certainly
I still
be
hate that. I'm
cognizant
sorry.
Got a 5-year window.
if
All the
only
princesses got
the
laid, so they're not
hearts
pure
is
anymore.
what they
Kyrie!
They didn't say all the
Kyrie hasn't
princesses.
passed on her
Oh, no,
power.
see?
Is she one of the
She
new
hasn't
7?
passed on her power.
She must be. But still,
'Cause she hasn't gotten laid
chose
yet.
to wield
No,
the
she
Keyblade
chose to wield a
and
Keyblade.
fight with us as one of the guardians of
So she was
It's the
violent,
Keyblade that
also
did it, not the
pure.
princessness.
Hey,
Yeah, he's a terrible
At least we
princess.
tracked down Ventus. Venetus told us that he's inside Sora's heart.
And so did Ansem the Wise in his data, so it almost certainly must be true.
We got an MRI. We have a picture.
Sora's organs are really messed up.
Ventus.
How?
Maybe. Except Aqua's the only one who knows where
Ah,
he's hidden.
okay.
We still have to find her.
Combar.
first.
Term limits on light bearing. Next up
Didn't
to
need
the...
a shot of the adolescent's
I'll
chest.
go.
No, they were
zooming
showing
in
the
to show
detail.
that he
The
was
heart,
feeling
yeah.
sorry.
Why?
I was going to say is the zippers.
Oh, the zippers.
Power of
Zippers in the
waking,
plaid.
Sora. Do you have it?
No? Probably not.
Without that power, you are not ready to face the realm of darkness.
So Riku has it?
Come on!
And Mickey has it?
What's so funny?
We're just better than you?
Sorry.
Maybe, like,
Master Yen
both
Sid knows you
both
a little
Riku and
too
Mickey are
well.
Keyblade Masters at this point.
He said you'd try to stage a half-baked rescue.
Don't laugh at Sora. It was a good thought. We laugh at Sora a lot.
Sora,
It's like y'all aren't
I
very
know
good friends,
you're
to be
volunteering
honest.
because you're worried
I mean, Donald and Goofy
about
are kind
me
of
and
like the
Mickey.
worst friends. You're not really friends.
Yeah.
You're here because it's your job.
I don't know about that.
Thanks. But the power of waking is important. You can come to the rescue once you've got back. Sound fair?
Thank you, Riku, for being nice.
Yeah. Alright.
Although I still don't know what the hell that is.
No reckless stunts.
What, the power of waking?
Yes. What
Yeah, who knows?
Yes, sir.
It's the ability to wake up lost hearts.
No, not exactly. He just doesn't think.
If only he listened to Master Yen Sid the way he listens to Riku. That would
Riku
be
was
a
actually
good
nice
start.
about it.
I'm listening now.
Jerks.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Very good. Sora will continue his journey.
The plot says it's not time yet, Sora.
Yeah, Sid's
He and
fucking
Riku
eyes.
will focus on the search for Aqua.
Can my eyes be beadier?
Wait, they came back up because they couldn't get any farther into the darkness. Has that changed?
They came back up because their Keyblades broke.
Their Keyblades weren't strong enough. Or they broke? I can't remember what it was.
Riku's Keyblade broke. Mickey's was damaged at the very least.
So are they fixed? We never saw that scene.
That happens off screen.
Of course it does, because that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Nice way to greet your old partner in crime. So, why do you think the old geezer took us back? He must know we backstabbed the organization when Xemnas
I don't
was
remember
running.
that, but I believe you.
The entire group that went to Castle
That's
Oblivion
right.
were planning
Empty
on
husks.
breaking away.
The old organization was the same. Xehanort needs 13 vessels to hold his essence.
Husks? Not me. You up for another coup?
Oh, please. You couldn't do it last time. You gotta play it smart. Like me.
Who's this guy?
What? You're not smart.
Well, you heard what Marty said.
Sexy?
I don't have to be smart.
No.
Or capable, or likable, or attractive.
I don't remember this guy's. I can never remember this guy's
would
name.
make a better vessel.
He's Dance Water Dan.
Now, you are way out of line. I am extremely imposing. When I want to be. Which is admittedly almost never.
Why haven't you gone to any worlds? Are you slacking?
Course not. I got benched.
Demix, thank you.
Cyax brought Vexen on board. They must be planning to use replicas.
I don't need any of you.
Wind-up toys?
Oh no. The replicas are way more real than you remember. I mean, one stole my spot.
Don't laugh, you're next, honey.
Of course it stole your spot.
No,
You're dumb
Mark
as a
Sean is
brick.
very competent.
Hardy har.
One of the running jokes in Kingdom Hearts 2 is Demix is basically useless.
The Riku replica we used in Castle Oblivion.
Well,
was
he's
just
also
a
like
prototype.
playing a guitar,
The
which
next
is making no
replica,
noise.
the
So
one
how the fuck is he
from
tuning it?
Sora's memories was real enough to join our ranks. And Vexen
He's doing it
claims
by
the
fear.
new ones
I don't know.
will be human in every way. If he ever finishes them.
Oh, the thing is, I kinda told Sora and his nitwits that we're ready. My bad.
Let them believe as much.
Ugh, Xemnas.
If they think that we have all 13 darknesses, then they will panic. And panic leads to a
We were just talking about rebelling from you. Hi!
Yeah, totally.
Why is this thing a member again?
Hey now, pointing is rude.
The first 6 members of the original organization were all apprentices to Ansem the Wise, and the 7th and 8th members joined their...
I don't remember who they were.
7 and 8 were
was Roxas,
Syx
a
and
Keyblade
Axel.
wielder. So, what about you? How do you suppose I chose numbers 9 through 12?
At random?
Because our hearts are uber powerful.
Drawn from a hat?
Wrong. You have been brought together for another purpose.
Hey player.
What? So that we can rot away on the bottom
Have
rung.
you played the dumb phone game?
You're in 2? What is this, organization rehash?
That was the name we were going to go with.
No one benched me.
You were listening? So not cool.
One must hold one's cards as long as necessary.
What important role? That stupid box that Zigbar claims is real, but won't tell us a thing about?
You'll just have to ask Zigbar that.
Zigbar's the guy with the eye patch.
Now then, Semnus. What is this purpose? You didn't invite us back for old time's sake.
You 4 are going to reveal your greatest secret. The ancient Keyblade legacy that slumbers within you.
So
They all have yellow eyes. How interesting.
yeah, they're all getting ordered. In the phone game, both the human forms of Larxene and Marluxia have shown up.
Say that one more time.
Marluxia and the human forms of both Marluxia and Larxene are in the phone game.
Okay.
And remember, the phone game
Like
takes
the
place,
super prequel of prequels, right? It's
yeah,
the first
it
thing.
takes place countless ages ago, before and during the Keyblade War. And somehow they're here, related.
Are
Because
nobodies
Kingdom
immortal?
Yes. Huh?
Are nobodies immortal?
They weren't nobodies then. They were regular humans.
Okay, but like, how can there nobodies be around now when that happened countless eons ago?
I don't know.
Because Kingdom
Oh, also, Ventus was there too.
What?
Yes.
No. No. No.
Kingdom Hearts.
No.
Kingdom Hearts.
No.
So, okay.
Kingdom Hearts.
We've got the Caribbean next, or San Francisco.
Okay, so Caribbean or San Francisco?
San Francisco.
The Caribbean is the next in terms of character level.
Then let's do that one.
But I don't feel strongly. If you want to do San Francisco, we totally can.
Do either of them actually have like a plot that we interact with?
Yeah, San Francisco's is much better about that.
Should we space it out?
Well, then let's go to San Francisco because we just had
Plotless World.
Plotless World.
All right.
I forgot about the Moodle. That reminds me. I read an article about first impressions of this game, and somebody said that they hated Monstropolis.
Monstropolis was the best world.
Why?
easily.
Because it was a corridor?
Yeah, basically. They didn't like the gameplay stuff. And they thought there was huge wasted opportunities not getting to go through any of those doors.
I guess I can see that, but man, that would have become really complicated really fast.
And they said it was basically just one long escort mission.
Are they seriously complaining about missed opportunities when?
Just wanted to know what you guys thought of that. I loved Monstropolis.
No, I thought it was great. And on top of that, I thought, who cares about going through the doors? All the doors lead to are people's bedrooms.
Right.
Yeah, but in the movie, there was this really cool, like, you
The
go
scene
into
where
somebody's
you-
bedroom and then you
where
run
they were
across
jumping
town
through
and jump into
closets.
somebody else's closet. Like,
Right.
that could have been pretty fun.
I think that's way too expansive for one world in this
Yeah,
game.
I would agree. And
It is one long escort mission, though.
Fair?
Yes,
Technically.
except it's the best kind of escort mission where you don't have to worry about the health of the person you're escorting.
Right.
And of course, they were all pissed off because Boo was just like an object to pretend and only had one line. Of course, she did. She's two.
Freaking Boo.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, that's kind of her thing.
I know.
She says Boo and Kitty.
And Mike Wazowski.
And Mike Wazowski.
Motherfucking Mike Wazowski!
Like, I mean, you've... It's like, guys, you've seen the movie, right?
I don't know. I thought some of the points were interesting, but I didn't agree. I loved Monstropolis. I loved the story of Monstropolis.
Yeah, because it was
they're like
actually
Sully
like a
had no
story instead of a
characterization
rehash.
except he's a good, decent guy, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's him in the movie too. Like, did you see Monsters Inc?
Yeah, it's kind of the
But
thing.
you know, I thought it was interesting to see something that was just so completely against, because we all loved it. We were like, this is great plot. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see an article that was just so completely like anti that.
Huh.
Yeah, it doesn't really surprise me though. I mean, I get this kind of stuff all the time when it comes to game reviews, because Dre and I have been playing Anthem for the past couple of days since it came out, and I've come across a couple of reviews, and I was telling Dre about this. There was one where this person's like, "Man, it just shoehorns you into multiplayer. You can't do the plot at your own pace, anything like that." And I'm like, no, you can totally do the entire thing solo. All you have to do is switch your privacy to public
You should
or
pause
private.
it because like this would be a good episode break before we start our next thing. Can you pause it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long is it going to take because we have 10 minutes left if we wanted to.
It's just a new world.
It's 9:10.
Okay, sure.
Which is what I was thinking.
All right. So for those of you on Twitch, just hang on for a minute, and for those of you on YouTube, don't forget to like,
comment, and subscribe.
and we'll see you guys next episode. Bye.